joins us live now from Manila.
That's right, Louisa. We've actually been covering some of these anti-corruption protests here in Manila in the past couple of weeks. We've observed only dozens of participants at each of these rallies, but today, right behind me, we're seeing at least 200 protesters here. So the numbers are definitely growing as people are learning more and more about the scale of corruption in flood control projects. We're talking around $10 billion that have been spent in flood control projects since President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. took office in 2022. And this corruption scheme allegedly dates back more than 20 years. So in peso terms, we're talking trillions, an insane amount of money. In congressional hearings, construction firms have testified that budgets for each project, most of them actually go to kickbacks, around 70%, and divided among politicians, construction firms, and officials of the Public Works Department. And then around the quarter goes to actual construction. But worse, there are projects that are on paper already complete, but when visited, they're non-existent. And this has been proven by site visits by the president himself, who's dubbed these projects as ghost projects. We actually visited one of them, and what we saw there was ongoing construction. But this project was supposed to have been completed in June 2024. And when we asked residents around the area, they said that construction only began in August this year, when all this corruption in infrastructure projects was being unraveled. So this brazenness really, plus the images of piles and piles of money shown in Congress that are supposed to be kickbacks for politicians and contractors, the ostentatious lifestyle being paraded in social media by families of politicians, that's really pushed these people to pour out into the streets and voice their anger, Luisa.
Barnaby, they're angry, but what exactly are they demanding, and how has President Marcos been addressing the issue?
Yeah, well, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has formed an independent commission to investigate the alleged corruption in infrastructure projects, in particular in flood control projects. So this independent body will have the power to subpoena, it will have the power to freeze and seize assets, it will be able to file charges, and of course, ultimately, it will be able to put people behind bars. But these protesters are saying they want real action. They want this commission to be able to, yes, put people behind bars, but leave no stone unturned, spare no one, including, if allegations are proven true, the cousin of the president, the Speaker of the House, as well as senators and a number of other congressmen. They're saying that they want to participate in this investigation. They want it to be transparent, and moving forward, they want how the government is spending taxpayers' money in infrastructure projects to be transparent.